In today's fast-paced and demanding workplace, it's essential to prioritize your well-being by consciously focusing on self-care, recognizing stressors, practicing mindfulness, building resilience, and fostering a positive mindset. Doing so can unlock energy, creativity, and inspiration, boosting not only your effectiveness as a leader, but also setting a strong example of healthy behaviors. This creates a positive culture and motivates your team to thrive. I'm Neelam Sharma, a certified executive coach and yoga instructor. I've worked with leaders across various industries, from manufacturing to high-tech, worldwide. A common challenge they face is managing stress, balancing their workload, and energizing their teams while maintaining their own energy levels. My background in yoga and mindfulness has greatly influenced how I help clients navigate chaos, build resilience, and inspire their teams. Although prioritizing self-care can seem counterproductive with so much to juggle, leaders who do it are notably more productive and successful. In this course, you'll discover the benefits of self-care for leaders, learn techniques to cultivate mindfulness as a key leadership trait, explore ways to assess your personal well-being, and gain practical self-care strategies to effectively handle the challenges of leadership. As a leader, do you often feel overwhelmed by stress, exhaustion, and the struggle to stay focused? Are you dealing with poor concentration, indecisiveness, or even physical issues like headaches and body pain? It's common to get so wrapped up in work that your own needs fall by the wayside. Studies reveal that burnout is rising among leaders, with 38% reporting feelings of being overwhelmed. These signals are a reminder of the urgent need to prioritize your own well-being. Self-care is crucial for leaders who not only need to perform at their best, but also serve as role models for their teams. Many leaders, however, struggle to find time for self-care due to the misconception that it's an all-or-nothing approach. In reality, even small acts of self-care can have a profound impact. Since humans operate on multiple levels, physical, mental, emotional, and social, self-care benefits all areas of life. These positive effects extend to your team, boosting engagement, decision-making, and productivity. For example, improving your physical health through self-care enhances your work performance, as workplace stress often manifests in physical symptoms. By prioritizing self-care, you allow your body to reset and recover. On a physical level, self-care can take many forms. Regular exercise strengthens your body, boosts energy, and helps maintain a healthy weight. Mindfulness and meditation reduce stress hormones and improve your metabolism and immune system. Adequate sleep is also critical, enhancing cognitive function. These practices increase vitality, physical resilience, and balance. As Olympic gymnast Simone Biles said, "I need to put myself first to make sure I am taking care of myself. Only then will I be an effective team player." Self-care is also essential for mental health, improving your ability to manage stress. Activities like meditation, journaling, and mindfulness help reduce stress and build emotional resilience. Taking breaks and engaging in hobbies that bring you joy replenishes mental energy, helping you find balance in your daily life. Self-care also boosts self-awareness, a key trait for effective leadership. Without self-awareness, decision-making falters, communication weakens, and relationships become more difficult to build. By becoming more self-aware, you can tune into your thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations, recognizing your unique stress patterns and learning how to address them. As you meet your own needs and make choices aligned with your values and goals, this heightened self-awareness leads to greater self-mastery. Prioritizing self-care enhances your overall well-being, which in turn leads to greater job satisfaction. Practicing self-care also encourages setting boundaries and establishing a healthy work-life balance, which is key to preventing burnout. Balancing work with activities that reduce stress, improve focus, and promote relaxation creates a solid foundation for your well-being. This balance allows you to approach work with renewed energy, enthusiasm, and resilience, leading to greater job satisfaction and a sense of fulfillment. Interestingly, practicing kindness and expressing gratitude to others is an important part of self-care. For instance, when delegating tasks, remember to appreciate your team's efforts and express thanks for their hard work. This cycle of gratitude fosters a positive atmosphere, improving team engagement and productivity. Engaging in unstructured activities like coloring, solving puzzles, or creating art can stimulate creativity, flexibility, empathy, problem-solving, and productivity for both you and your team. Building trusted relationships, promoting inclusion, and fostering a supportive community are all crucial elements of a healthy professional life, which also enhance emotional well-being and team engagement. Many leaders I coach feel constantly busy, juggling meetings, calls, and tasks for both their teams and managers. They often take pride in this busyness, but it can lead to burnout. Self-care tends to be the last priority. Many leaders adopt an all-or-nothing mindset about self-care. For example, if they can't dedicate an hour to running, they abandon the idea entirely. One leader I worked with used running to relieve stress but struggled to find the time due to family and work responsibilities. Together, we found a solution where she ran for shorter periods, fitting it into her schedule. This small change left her feeling refreshed and more energized to complete her work. She didn't need to create extra time, she simply found it within her day. As a leader, it's easy to get consumed by work demands. It's also important to ask yourself, when was the last time you said no to a task or took a break? By incorporating self-care into your routine, you can create a positive ripple effect in your team and workplace, boosting productivity and job satisfaction. When was the last time you paused to reflect? Mindfulness can be challenging to integrate into a hectic schedule, but it brings significant benefits to both personal and professional life. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment, free from distractions, which helps you recharge and enhances decision-making, stress management, and focus, ultimately boosting your overall well-being. Despite today's fast-paced environment, mindfulness is increasingly recognized as an effective leadership strategy. Many leading companies have adopted mindfulness programs to help their employees benefit. Google offers the well-known Search Inside Yourself program, while General Mills provides mindfulness sessions, meditation, and yoga classes. Practicing mindfulness trains the mind to stay present, which reduces stress, promotes calmness, and fosters kindness toward yourself and others. 2 simple mindfulness techniques you can incorporate as a leader are deep breathing and engaging your senses. Deep breathing can be as easy as taking 5 slow breaths before a meeting to clear your mind and improve focus. You can even use a Post-it note to remind yourself to breathe deeply throughout the day. To awaken your senses, spend 2 minutes daily focusing on one sense, whether it's noticing colors, smells, tastes, touches, or sounds. This practice enhances mindfulness and shifts your focus from distractions to the present moment. Developing self-awareness is another key to mindful leadership. It involves observing your thoughts, behaviors, and emotional responses with curiosity rather than judgment. A good way to begin is through self-reflection. Set aside 2 minutes each day for a week to explore your emotions and thoughts without judgment, just with curiosity and compassion. Incorporating moments of stillness between tasks is another way to prevent burnout and cultivate self-awareness. If you want to boost productivity while being mindful, try transforming unproductive moments into mindful ones. Identify periods during your day, like walking, commuting, or eating, and use them for mindfulness practice. Start by focusing on one activity for a week, then gradually add more. Over time, you'll develop a variety of opportunities to anchor your mindfulness practice as a leader. During these moments, simply observe without striving to achieve or change anything. Be open to the experience and notice the urge to push for results or fix things. These pauses are valuable opportunities to build self-awareness, relax, release anxiety, and strengthen leadership skills. You can also enhance mindfulness by making intentional choices, like turning off notifications, scheduling specific times for emails, and focusing on one task at a time. Challenge yourself to be fully engaged in at least one meeting a day. Start by being present for a few minutes, and over time, extend your focus to the entire meeting. These small steps will develop mindfulness and ensure your full attention is on the task at hand. Mindful exercises can further help reduce stress, build emotional resilience, and improve relationships. At Aetna, a health insurance company, employees who participated in yoga saw a 28% reduction in stress, a 20% improvement in sleep quality, and a 19% reduction in pain. Mindfulness techniques like stop and rain are also effective ways to stay present. Stop involves pausing what you're doing, taking a breath, observing the situation, and then proceeding. Rain involves recognizing what's happening, allowing it to be without trying to change it, investigating your feelings, and realizing they are temporary and do not define you. These techniques can be practiced anytime, especially when feeling stressed or overwhelmed, to help you stay grounded in the present moment. While it may seem difficult to find time for mindfulness, many practices take less than 2 minutes. Starting with just one is a great way to begin. So reflect on the power of being present, building self-awareness, and making intentional choices. Ask yourself, how can I use mindfulness to improve decision-making, manage stress, and build stronger relationships? What mindfulness technique will I start with? With consistent practice, mindfulness can become a transformative tool, empowering you to lead with clarity, compassion, and resilience. Stress can have long-term negative effects on the body, so it's important to recognize the signs early on. One of the best ways to do this is by being more aware of your body, which means reconnecting the brain to the body. Often we disconnect the two, thinking of them as separate, when in reality they are deeply connected. We use our brains to navigate the world and the workplace, often living so much in our heads that we forget about our bodies. A helpful strategy I've shared with clients is setting an alarm to pause during the day and check in with how their body feels. For instance, noticing if your stomach feels tight or your shoulders are tense can help you connect those sensations to external stressors. The more you practice this type of body awareness, known as interceptions, the better you'll become at recognizing stress signals before they escalate, allowing you to take preventive self-care steps. Reflecting on your work environment is also crucial for personal well-being and job performance. Do you feel uncomfortable or stressed because of excessive monitoring or micromanagement? According to a recent American Psychological Association survey, over 53% of employees report that monitoring by employers negatively impacts their mental health, and 71% are concerned about compensation, which also affects well-being. Alarmingly, nearly 20% of employees consider their workplace toxic, with 30% reporting experiences of harassment or abuse. A negative work environment can lead to stress, burnout, and decreased productivity. It's important to assess your work culture, support systems, team dynamics, and growth opportunities to create a healthier and more fulfilling environment for yourself. As a leader, it's essential to develop an early warning system to recognize when you're becoming overwhelmed and in need of self-care. Being proactive about stress management and building resilience can make you feel healthier and more productive. Regularly check in with yourself, prioritize your mental health, and be open to seeking help when needed. Be honest about any self-stigma you may have around mental health and well-being. Negative self-talk, feelings of inadequacy, and biases can undermine both productivity and personal well-being. Learn to identify these patterns and respond to them with kindness and self-compassion. It's important to recognize your triggers and early signs of stress. Are you overeating or skipping meals? Do you feel aches and pains or have trouble sleeping? Are you becoming easily irritated or snapping at others? Tune into these signals, as well as shifts in your motivation and mood, so you can take preventive action to protect your well-being. Asking for feedback from supervisors, friends, and loved ones is also a valuable way to assess your personal well-being. Their insights can help you identify patterns in your behavior and suggest effective self-care strategies. When asking for feedback, be specific to get actionable responses, and remember to seek both positive and constructive feedback for a balanced perspective. When receiving feedback, try not to get defensive. Stay curious about why certain feedback triggers certain emotions, and use it as an opportunity to grow, even if it's hard to hear. Expressing gratitude for the feedback fosters a supportive environment where ongoing feedback is encouraged. Another strategy for evaluating your well-being is to gather workplace data, such as sick leave records, turnover rates, and employee surveys. These insights can help you identify areas that need improvement and guide you in creating a healthier work environment. Reflect on your own well-being, the effects of stress, and your workplace dynamics. Are you noticing signs of stress affecting your health? How can you address workplace stress and discomfort? Consider your self-care strategies and openness to feedback. By being proactive and seeking information and expert advice, you can cultivate a positive work culture that prioritizes mental health and overall well-being. In every coaching session I hold, the first thing I ask is for the person to share something positive, anything worth celebrating, whether a personal win or a team success. Some clients initially roll their eyes, doing it just because I ask, but over time, they've shared that they look forward to it. Even more, they've started sharing this practice with their teams. It encourages a habit of celebrating small wins, not just the big ones, which are few and far between. Recognizing smaller achievements along the way helps prevent burnout. When we think about rewarding teams, financial rewards often come to mind, but non-monetary recognition can be just as meaningful. For example, I once knew a leader who gave action figures to team members who went above and beyond. People found it fun, and they proudly displayed those figures in their workspace. Celebrating small victories can sustain momentum and help prevent the overwhelm of endless tasks, which can lead to stress. Leadership can be fulfilling but comes with challenges. There's never enough time, constant demands for attention, and it can feel unappreciated. Establishing boundaries allows you to stay focused, limit distractions, and be more productive. It also helps reduce the risk of burnout and promotes a healthier work-life balance, setting a good example for your team. Strategies to set boundaries include avoiding perfectionism by focusing on meeting and strategically exceeding expectations, delegating tasks, and communicating clear limits. For instance, if you enjoy yoga but often get asked to stay late for work discussions, set a boundary by blocking your calendar and encouraging your team to schedule earlier reviews. Doing this sets an example for self-care and helps reduce the stigma around prioritizing your own well-being. Letting go of micromanagement is another critical self-care practice. Research shows that micromanagement leads to long hours, stress, eroded team trust, and burnout for both employees and leaders. To move away from micromanagement, focus on outcomes over perfection, reduce unnecessary meetings, and utilize project management tools. Trusting your team's abilities not only improves their well-being, but also your own. Making time to relax is equally important. It's not just about vacations, it's about incorporating daily moments of rest. Disconnecting from work is essential to staying productive and preventing burnout. Simple ways to do this include taking regular breaks, walking, or connecting with friends and family. A survey from the Harvard Business Review found that 91% of managers recharge by connecting with loved ones, 85% by walking, and others through activities like listening to music or working out. Leaders are often wired to solve problems and move quickly from one task to the next, but it's crucial to take time to celebrate wins, no matter how small. Doing so can boost your confidence and motivation. Successful professionals tend to be their harshest critics, so regularly reflecting on achievements is key. It fosters a sense of autonomy and mastery while enhancing your visibility, especially when you share credit with others. Celebrating your accomplishments is a powerful form of self-care and leadership. Are you ready to enhance your leadership skills and tackle challenges head-on? Which self-care strategies resonate most with you? By integrating these practices, whether setting boundaries, letting go of micromanagement, making time to relax, or celebrating wins, you can prioritize your well-being while thriving as a leader. In this course, you've learned the importance of self-care for leaders. Self-care improves mental health, helping with stress management, enhances physical health, boosting performance, and strengthens self-awareness, leading to mastery. It also increases overall job satisfaction and emotional well-being, leading to better engagement. You've also explored mindfulness techniques, self-awareness development, and ways to make conscious choices. Additionally, you've learned how to assess your personal well-being by evaluating your work environment, monitoring yourself, seeking feedback, and gathering information. Now, with effective self-care strategies like setting boundaries, relaxing, and celebrating wins, you're well-equipped to navigate leadership challenges confidently and prioritize your well-being for long-term success.